In the timeless sands of Egypt, where history whispers through every hieroglyph, lies a realm of mysteries beyond comprehension. Among the tales etched in the annals of time are accounts of encounters with the supernatural, where the veil between the living and the departed was said to be thin. For the ancient Egyptians, the line between the physical and spiritual realms was blurred. They believed in a pantheon of gods and goddesses who wielded immense power over the forces of nature and the afterlife. It was within this belief system that paranormal encounters found their place. Among the most revered entities in Egyptian mythology was the god Anubis, the guardian of the dead and the embalmer of souls. Tales abound of encounters with Anubis, whose presence was said to be felt in the desolate chambers of the tombs. During the elaborate burial rituals, priests invoked the protection of Anubis to safeguard the departed on their journey to the afterlife. It was believed that his presence could be felt as a guiding force, ensuring safe passage to the realm of Osiris, the god of the underworld. But not all encounters with the supernatural were benevolent. In the shadowy depths of the tombs, whispers of restless spirits echoed through the corridors. It was here, amidst the funerary rites and sacred artifacts, that tales of paranormal activity emerged. Witnesses spoke of apparitions that wandered the halls, their ethereal forms illuminated by the flickering torchlight. These restless spirits were said to be the souls of the departed, unable to find peace in the afterlife. Seeking to commune with the spirits of their ancestors, the ancient Egyptians performed elaborate rituals known as seances. Through incantations and offerings, they hoped to establish a connection with the realm of the dead. During these ceremonies, mediums would enter a trance-like state, serving as vessels for the spirits to communicate with the living. The messages conveyed were believed to hold profound wisdom and guidance for those seeking answers from beyond the grave. Divination was also a common practice in ancient Egypt, where priests and sages interpreted omens and signs from the natural world. From the flight of birds to the patterns of the stars, every phenomenon was seen as a message from the gods. It was through these mystical arts that the ancient Egyptians sought to unravel the mysteries of the universe and glimpse into the realm of the divine. Yet, with such knowledge came the realization that some truths were meant to remain shrouded in darkness. As the sands of time continued to shift, the once great civilization of Egypt faded into memory. The pyramids stood as silent sentinels, bearing witness to the passage of centuries and the rise and fall of empires. And so, the echoes of eternity linger on, whispering tales of a bygone era when the boundaries between the seen and unseen were blurred. In the land of the pharaohs, the legacy of paranormal intrigue endures, a testament to the enduring fascination with the mysteries of the afterlife. The Middle Ages were an era steeped in mysticism and superstition. Amidst the tumult of feudal societies and religious fervor, tales of paranormal encounters captured the imagination of peasants and nobles alike. In the heart of medieval Europe, the peasantry lived in constant awe and fear of the supernatural. For them, the world was inhabited by an array of gods and spirits, whose whims and desires dictated the course of mortal lives. Among the pantheon of deities revered during this time was the Norse god Odin, the All-Father and ruler of Asgard. Tales of Odin's presence in the mortal realm were widespread, with many believing that he would often wander the earth in disguise, testing the virtue of mortals. In written accounts from the Middle Ages, there are numerous accounts of encounters with mysterious travelers who, upon closer inspection, were revealed to be none other than Odin himself. These encounters often resulted in blessings or boons bestowed upon those deemed worthy by the god. In Celtic lands, the ancient gods and goddesses held sway over the natural world, their powers intertwined with the ebb and flow of the seasons. Among them was the Morrigan, a fearsome goddess of war and fate, who was said to appear on the battlefield in the form of a crow, foretelling the outcome of conflicts. Written accounts from the Middle Ages recount sightings of the Morrigan preceding battles, her ominous presence serving as both an omen of victory and a harbinger of doom. Warriors would often invoke her name in prayers and sacrifices, seeking her favor in the heat of combat. In the Christian world, Saints were venerated as divine intermediaries capable of performing miracles and warding off evil spirits. One of the most famous accounts of paranormal activity in the Middle Ages is the legend of Saint George and the Dragon. According to written accounts, Saint George, a Roman soldier and Christian martyr, encountered a fearsome dragon terrorizing a village. With divine intervention, he slew the beast and saved the townsfolk from certain doom, thus cementing his status as a patron saint of knights and warriors. Written records from the Middle Ages offer invaluable insights into the beliefs and experiences of people living during this tumultuous period. Chronicles, diaries, and manuscripts from the time abound with accounts of paranormal activity, ranging from ghostly apparitions to demonic possessions. Monasteries and scriptoria served as centers of learning and scholarship, where monks meticulously recorded the events of their time. Among the most famous examples of medieval chronicles is the Chronicon Nocturnum, a collection of ghost stories and supernatural encounters compiled by Benedictine monks. As the shadows of the Middle Ages continue to cast their long reach across the centuries, the legacy of paranormal encounters endures, woven into the fabric of history through myths, legends, and written accounts. In a world where gods walked among mortals and miracles defied explanation, the echoes of the supernatural linger on, a testament to the enduring fascination with the unknown. American slavery stands as a harrowing testament to the resilience of the human spirit amidst unimaginable suffering. Yet, amidst the horrors of bondage, whispers of the paranormal abound, haunting the memories of those who endured the chains of oppression. Within the confines of the plantation, where the lash of the overseer echoed through the fields, the enslaved Africans clung to their ancestral beliefs and traditions as a source of solace and strength. Among the gods and deities revered by the enslaved were the spirits of their African homeland, whose presence offered protection and guidance in the face of unspeakable cruelty. Through rituals and ceremonies passed down through generations, the enslaved sought to commune with these ancestral spirits, invoking their aid in times of need and offering sacrifices to appease their wrath. Among the pantheon of African deities worshipped by the enslaved was Eshu, the trickster god of the Yoruba people. Known for his mischievous nature and inscrutable ways, Eshu was believed to traverse the realms of the living and the dead, serving as a mediator between mortals and the divine. In written accounts from the time, there are numerous references to encounters with Eshu, whose presence was said to be felt in the rustle of the leaves or the flicker of a candle flame. The enslaved would often leave offerings of food and drink to appease the capricious deity, seeking his favor in matters of luck and fortune. In addition to their ancestral beliefs, the enslaved also embraced Christianity, finding solace in the promise of salvation and redemption. Yet, within the confines of the plantation, the teachings of the Bible took on a new and often unsettling significance. Written accounts from the time speak of eerie occurrences during religious gatherings, where the enslaved would gather in secret to pray and sing hymns of deliverance. It was said that during these gatherings, the spirits of the departed would join their voices with those of the living, filling the night air with an otherworldly chorus. Perhaps the most chilling tales of paranormal activity in American slavery are those of haunted plantations, where the ghosts of the enslaved are said to linger, trapped between the worlds of the living and the dead. Witnesses spoke of ghostly apparitions that wandered the halls of the plantation house, their anguished cries echoing through the night. These restless spirits were said to be the souls of those who had perished under the brutal conditions of slavery, their presence a haunting reminder of the atrocities of the past. As the shadows of bondage continue to cast their long reach across the centuries, the echoes of paranormal activity in American slavery linger on, a testament to the enduring legacy of suffering and resilience. In a world where gods and ghosts walked among mortals, the spirits of the enslaved endure, their presence a haunting reminder of a past that must never be forgotten. In the sacred texts of the Bible, amidst the tales of prophets and miracles, lie accounts of paranormal encounters that defy explanation. From divine apparitions to supernatural interventions, the pages of Scripture are filled with stories of the otherworldly. In the ancient world of the Bible, the veil between the earthly realm and the divine was thin, and mortals often found themselves in the presence of celestial beings beyond comprehension. Among the most iconic examples of paranormal activity in the Bible is the story of Moses and the burning bush. According to Scripture, Moses, a humble shepherd, encountered a bush engulfed in flames yet miraculously unconsumed by the fire. From within the flames, the voice of God spoke to Moses, commanding him to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. The Bible describes how Moses would later ascend Mount Sinai, where he received the Ten Commandments directly from the hand of God. The presence of the divine was so overwhelming that the mountain itself trembled, and the skies were filled with thunder and lightning. Throughout the Bible, angels are depicted as messengers of God, sent to deliver divine revelations and offer protection to the faithful. One of the most famous examples of angelic visitation is the story of the angel Gabriel appearing to Mary, announcing her miraculous conception of Jesus, the Son of God. The encounter with the angel heralded the beginning of a new chapter in salvation history, as Mary became the vessel through which God's plan for humanity would be fulfilled. Yet, not all paranormal encounters in the Bible were benevolent. The Scriptures also speak of demonic possession, where malevolent spirits would inhabit the bodies of the afflicted, causing torment and suffering. Jesus himself was said to have encountered numerous cases of demonic possession during his ministry, performing exorcisms to free the afflicted from the grip of evil. Written accounts from the Bible describe how Jesus would command the demons to leave their victims, restoring them to health and wholeness. Perhaps the most astounding example of paranormal activity in the Bible is the resurrection of Jesus Christ. According to Scripture, Jesus was crucified and buried in a tomb, only to rise from the dead 3 days later, conquering death itself and offering salvation to all who believe. Other accounts from the Bible describe how the disciples encountered the risen Jesus, witnessing his miraculous return from the grave. The resurrection of Jesus remains the cornerstone of the Christian faith, a testament to the power of God to overcome even the finality of death. As we journey through the passages of the Bible, we are reminded of the profound mysteries of the divine that have captivated humanity for millennia. In the pages of Scripture, the echoes of paranormal encounters resonate with the timeless truth that God's presence is ever present, guiding and sustaining us through the trials and triumphs of life. In the modern era, amid the advancements of science and technology, whispers of the paranormal persist, weaving through the fabric of our daily lives. From unexplained phenomena to encounters with the inexplicable, the mysteries beyond the veil continue to intrigue and perplex us. In recent years, a resurgence of interest in the paranormal has led to a proliferation of investigative teams and enthusiasts, employing advanced technology to document and analyze encounters with the unknown. Equipped with cameras, EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, recorders, and EMF, electromagnetic field detectors, these teams venture into allegedly haunted locations, seeking evidence of paranormal activity. During their investigations, they capture anomalous readings on their instruments, unexplained shadows moving through empty rooms, and disembodied voices speaking from the darkness. In addition to scientific inquiry, many individuals turn to their religious and spiritual beliefs to interpret and understand encounters with the paranormal. Across diverse religious traditions, rituals and ceremonies are performed to address and mitigate encounters with malevolent spirits or energies. These practices often involve invoking the protection of higher powers and cleansing spaces of negative influences. Written accounts and documentation of paranormal activity serve as a repository of human experiences with the unknown, spanning cultures and generations. From ancient manuscripts to contemporary books and articles, these accounts provide valuable insights into the nature of paranormal encounters and their impact on individuals and societies. In the year 2005, a chilling film rocked audiences worldwide with its portrayal of the harrowing ordeal of a young woman named Emily Rose. But what many may not realize is that this terrifying tale was based on true events, a real-life exorcism that captivated the world and raised profound questions about faith, science, and the supernatural. The events that inspired the exorcism of Emily Rose took place in Germany in 1976. where a young woman named Annalise Michel underwent a series of exorcisms in an attempt to rid her of what was believed to be demonic possession. Annalise was a devoutly religious young woman who began experiencing disturbing symptoms at the age of 16, including seizures, hallucinations, and aversions to religious symbols and objects. The trial that followed the death of Annalise Michel was a landmark case, with the defendants, two Catholic priests, facing charges of negligent homicide for their role in the exorcisms. The trial delved into complex questions of faith and science, with expert witnesses offering conflicting opinions on the nature of Annalise's condition and the efficacy of exorcism as a treatment. In the end, the priests were found guilty of manslaughter by negligence, sparking a heated debate about the limits of religious freedom and the responsibilities of clergy in cases of suspected possession. The Exorcism of Emily Rose brought the story of Annalise Michel to a global audience, reigniting interest in the case and prompting renewed scrutiny of the events that unfolded in Germany in the 1970s. The film's chilling portrayal of Emily Rose's ordeal sparked widespread debate about the existence of demonic possession and the practice of exorcism in the modern world. Beyond the realm of cinema, The Exorcism of Emily Rose raises profound questions about the intersection of faith, mental health, and the supernatural. Some view the case as a tragic example of untreated mental illness, while others see it as evidence of spiritual warfare and the presence of evil in the world. One thing remains clear. The events that unfolded in Germany in 1976 continue to haunt us, challenging our beliefs and leaving us to grapple with the mysteries of the unseen. Through the study of historical records and documentation, we can trace the evolution of beliefs and interpretations surrounding paranormal phenomena. These records offer glimpses into the enduring fascination with the mysteries of the unseen world. As we conclude our exploration of modern paranormal enigmas, one thing becomes clear. The quest to unravel the mysteries beyond the veil is as old as humanity itself. In the shadows and whispers of the unknown, we are reminded of the boundless depths of our curiosity and the enduring allure of the unexplained.